Withdraw.
Sorry.
I had a question. Why do you only carry the Freemason symbol on the money out of those?
Ram.
Because I am a Mason.
Yeah. Very interesting, thank you.
I'm a brother.
Great.
Traveler.
No, traveling.
Turn. Rammer.
All these steps are important. Returning the rammer is a critical part of the drill because if they didn't return the ramrod, they left it in there, they pulled the trigger, not only does the bullet go down range, so does the ramrod. Now that rifle is completely useless if it doesn't blow up in your face too.
Ready.
That soldier's no longer useful in the battle.
That's your company. Shoulder on. Have the men load the wheel.
Now, when we fire, you're going to see just how loud a few muskets are on the battlefield, where this is just a platoon. The company was up to 100 men, a regiment 1,000. Imagine all those rifles firing at the same time. Myself trying to give commands. You think they're going to hear me? No way.
Handle, cartridge.
This is where,
Tear,
as a
cartridge.
line officer, I'm depending on the battalion commander behind me using his
Charge, cartridge.
telling me what to do, and that's done by music. During the Civil War, music was extremely critical, not only to entertain the troops, but to give commands.
Ram,
Musicians were
cartridge.
children, ages 8 to 16. They were back with the battalion commander,
Return, rammer.
not completely out of the battle either. So they were a favorite target by sharpshooters, or snipers, whatever you want to call them. The
Prop.
musicians would play up to 57 tunes that would tell me as a line officer what I was supposed to do.
We're not going to do this.
By movement, or firing, retreat, advance,
Come back
leak
right,
left,
come back to the
leak
shoulder.
right, whatever the command was to get my
Thank
unit
you,
from where it was, to wherever he wanted us,
Left,
and when did he
face.
want us to shoot and not to shoot.
5 file left.
And children were used for that. Buglers, drummers, and fifers. Fifers were primarily used for the march and entertaining the troops in the evening.
Front.
But they doubled as ammo bearers and stretcher bearers. And these were children. Youngest known was 8 years old. We're going to show you different firing positions. The different firing positions allow for the change of rate of fire. If you're being advanced on by the enemy, you don't want to be caught with empty guns, because if you are, it's going to take time to reload while they're shooting at you. So they use these different techniques to shoot. And we're going to show you those different techniques. A battle line of a typical battalion will run from here probably to the, almost to the way outside the fort. That's how long the battle lines were. Some battle lines advancing were a mile long of men advancing on the battlefield. If you ever been to Gettysburg, you can see what I'm talking about.
We're going to elevate. I know. Okay, you can level.
Yeah, you alright if we shoot at you?
No, we're going to
See?
level.
I'm a retired cop, so
Attention company. Shoulder on. Fire by company.
this
Company.
here is if you
Ready.
had a battalion in front of you, you had several companies.
A. Fire. Oh.
That's one platoon. Imagine if you or a regiment firing.
Where'd
You're
that
not
go?
going to hear me. Can you hear all right? All right.
Shoots up hard, I'm on that still in.
All right. So, by firing by company, it's not a good thing to do. If you're a small unit engaged with a big unit, you fire. Now what's happening?
Smoke.
Stinky smoke.
Yeah.
The problem is that everybody is out of ammo
Yeah.
and loaded. And the other unit is probably firing by platoon, firing by company, firing by whatever. So you're there trying to fire back, you're reloading, and they're still firing at you.
First platoon.
This was not a good way to fire unless you were with a whole battalion. Then you would have a company fire one at a time. Yes,
Did somebody have to stand there and give them all that instruction each time? Really?
that would be me.
Wow.
Yes.
Fire by platoon.
This captain right here, that's what he's doing. He's telling the men what to do.
Ready.
Wow.
If I had a battalion here, it would be a colonel out here yelling to the captain.
First
Okay.
platoon.
Or have any musicians play
Aim.
for the captains to hear.
Fire. Oh.
That's firing by platoon. You've only fired half your weapons. If they're advancing on you, now they're ducking, and your other platoon's ready to go.
Okay. Could you imagine us being able to have to duck down the fight?
You're shooting at it right now. Shut up, right?
And mind you, that these are very accurate, too. So they're
I'd be
usually
like,
hitting
boom.
somebody.
Second platoon.
You get high behind the body.
Plant right.
Fire.
The soldier in the front goes
Cease
down,
fire.
the one in the back steps up. And that's how it works. They step up and they start crunching together. Step up,
Okay.
crunch, step up, crunch, until they're down to like whatever they got left.